Hey there folks, how are you all doing today? My name is Rabbit and welcome to episode number 54 of Let's Play Eternal Eyes on the PlayStation 1. In our previous episode, a whole lot of stuff went down. Basically, we were successful in taking out Vorlis to a certain extent. Somehow he escaped even though we had bested him in combat, so we followed him to the uppermost floor of, I think this is called Villi Fort or Villi Tower, something to that effect, and incredibly randomly, our parents, as puppets, were on the top floor, and then they turned back into their human selves. How? I genuinely have zero clue, you guys, because we know their bodies are still within the ship that we took to get to Villi Island, and we didn't really change the circumstances surrounding them being puppets in the first place. So, I don't know, it was a whole lot of randomness. I still can't fully wrap my head around everything that unfolded before our eyes. So why don't we go ahead and turn it back over to the game, and hopefully they will expound a little bit more on the cutscene that we did see at the end of episode 53. So kind of as it stands right now, it seems like Vorlis was defeated, but he's now finishing the resurrection of the goddess. So I don't know if she's going to manifest her human form through his body and he'll be the vessel for that, or what's going to go down. But we shall find out together here on the top floor. So bing, bang, boom. Let's hop in. Oh God. You know shit's about to go down with this music. Woo! That kind of scared me. Holy cow. Okay, guys. No more messing around. There's some demons too, which is what Cerise had turned herself into. What happened? I could not prevent the resurrection. Is this her? Ooh. Ha. What does that mean? Is she trying to speak? Kill. 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 Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Are you trying to sing a song? Say your prayers. Nice comeback, Luke. Good job. Alright, well this is the goddess. Let's see. Or is this still Vorlis as the goddess? I don't really know what. Oh, I can't even look at her information. I guess they want to hide it from us. So we still got demons with their usual lame stuff. We see, the goddess also has a version of Laferne, you copycat. And it's just got Flasher Bolt. I mean, I'm not too concerned about what is awaiting us. I think we've more than seen that we're capable of taking these things down. But she is at level 91, 999 HP with 999 MP. So the fact that I cannot click on her, to me it implies that this fight might be a little rough, as it should be if it's the final boss fight. So let's just go through the motions and kind of scroll through all of our spells. I'm not sure, did we see everything? I think we saw a good chunk of what awaits us here. So let me see. Oh, are all of these going to be D grade or D rank? Are you guys seeing this? That's really strange. I wonder if it's just because she is going to have a very high level of magic resistance, and that's why my super OP abilities are all showing D rank effectiveness. I don't think that was the case in the previous fight. I think some of them were B's and C's. Okay, whatever. Let's just get going so we can at least clear the board of what she's got going on. We'll do the usual, you guys. There's no need to belabor this. We'll see the pretty animations once more. I'm fairly sure we saw everything, didn't we? I think we did kind of pluck through everything. If not, hopefully I will have my memory jogged as we're kind of scrolling through. I honestly have no idea what is going on. I'm not sure how the goddess was fully resurrected. I'm not sure how our parents were fully resurrected. Maybe, okay, so thinking aloud, it's possible that by Vorlis completing I guess the goddess's resurrection, perhaps that allowed our parents to be resurrected too. I mean, to me that makes no freaking sense, but I'm wondering if that was the thought process, that maybe some level of magic was brought into Villi Fort and everything that was here gained extra power or extra energy to fulfill whatever it was. I'm guessing more so transformations than actual I don't know. I'm trying to think of how they could rationalize this. Okay, so to put it simply, I'm guessing, even though the game did not provide this description, that the summoning slash finalizing of the summoning of the goddess brought forth a lot of magic power, and that magic power allowed the goddess and everything here revolving around magic to be fully realized and fully transformed. That's the only thing I could think of. Otherwise, like, how did our parents come back? What? But it's all good. We don't need to worry too much about it. I'm sure they'll explain. I shouldn't say I'm sure. I hope they explain. They probably won't, but it's all good. And I actually haven't been paying attention to HP levels. I know these things aren't being super affected by it. She's been minimally affected by it, so actually I think physical damage is going to be the way to go, but I'm still going to wait and let them kind of come to me, assuming they will approach me. They might not, since I think all of these enemies are going to have magic, and just to make the final fight a little more challenging, yeah, this is what I was suspecting. They're probably all going to just move forward, cast spells on my whole team, so this might be a fight where splitting up is going to be advantageous to all of us kind of huddling in one spot and calling them to us or encouraging them to come over towards us. That is going to be my guess anyway. Oh, or maybe only one of them is going to really go out of their way to fuck with me. I don't know. But I feel like the goddess's spells will be painful, so I need to really watch my team. I think Luke is going to be fine, but I'm particularly concerned about Olivier. I'm not sure how much magic he can really take to the face without getting his ass whooped too much. Okay, I'm going to wait before I move Luke. Let me go ahead and cast some more magic. We should be able to kill, I think, the two Laferne wannabes with a series of spells here. We'll just see how it goes down. None of my spells are that effective against the enemies. But I could see, okay, this is a total shift in what I'm thinking about, guys. I always just have like 5 million things floating around in my head. I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything that went down. And in a sense, I kind of feel bad for Vorlis. And I know I really shouldn't. He's a douchebag and he doesn't deserve our pity or our mercy. But at the same time, sounds like he had the potential to be a good person or a good warrior. I shouldn't even say he had the potential to be a good warrior. Clearly he was a good warrior, but he just was a little salty that he did not get the respect I guess he felt he deserved in being denied that status that he sought from the king. But you know what's interesting to think about? He took the revenge piece maybe a little too far. I feel as though if I wanted revenge on someone for denying me something that I felt I deserved, I mean, I would never go out of my way to exact some sort of revenge to the extent that he did. However, what I can say is if I was evil and crazy, I feel like it would stop at just killing the person that pissed me off. Like, why would you go to such extreme lengths to resurrect some demon goddess that can kill the entire world? Because even though, yes, you will be destroying the person or entity, organization, whatever, that upset you and humiliated you and all that other good stuff, it's going to come at the expense of your own existence and everyone else's existence. I don't know, it just feels odd that this was what Vorlis thought was necessary or appropriate for proving that he's the strongest person. Like, okay, actually you proved that you're not the strongest person because you need the goddess to achieve your full goal. So I'm not really sure why he thought this was the way of handling his frustration. But, you know, he ultimately is the one that suffered for it. He's dead now, I assume. Oh, nice try, goddess. Nice try, but not quite enough. Oh, you're joking. Lame, 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 lame. But, to be fair, I think the physical damage we should be able to do will take down. Yeah, I think at this point, the magic's not going to be the way to go. Maybe Laferne can still kind of sit in the back and throw out some heals or the occasional AoE, but I think between Olivier, Luke, And Haresh, of course. I think, ooh, Haresh, this could be a little rough for you. I'm kind of scared about this, but I'm going to try. Oh, God. This is either going to go very well or very badly. We'll see which one is the case. Ooh, that makes me very nervous. Okay, how do we want to do this, Luke? Because I know Olivier should be able. Can he reach? He can kill this, but I don't want to do that yet. I actually am having to think about this, you guys. This is no bueno. Oh, shit. I guess there's not really a good way of dealing with this. I'm worried about Haresh. I'm so scared. Is he gonna get his ass kicked? Oh, God. Only time will tell. I'm gonna go ahead and move Luke over here. Hopefully, those enemies won't target him too badly anyway, but it might be a wrap for Haresh. I'm not sure. I don't want to call that, and there's a chance. What the fuck? You're joking. Oh, boy. I don't know how I feel about this. Should I kill or heal? This is the question. Oh, you guys. Let me see. I have an inkling that I really should heal Haresh, but I also want to kill this thing before it does anything else to me. So, oh, Jesus. We're going to risk it for the biscuit, you guys. We're going to do Fire Tempest. I know for a fact we'll kill the little stupid bird thing. If we're lucky, the damage that this deals to those two demons might make them pull back a little bit as well. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. And you know what? If we lose Haresh, it's okay. We'll bring him back, and he'll be more fabulous than ever. We did see from the one on-screen death we had. Oh, or they'll heal themselves, so that'll buy me a turn of keeping people alive. So this works out very nicely for me. But we saw when we did have the on-camera death of somebody, I don't even remember who it was at this point, that they maintained their level. So, you know, it is incredibly inconvenient, especially if you haven't been writing down what the combos have been to scale up your puppets to where they're at and all that good stuff. But, oh, now you're at full. He's a little low, but not super low. Okay, Luke, we'll heal you up in a second. I kind of want to be killing one thing at a time, especially since they can be healing. I don't know what the best choice is for you, Haresh. Let's just move you over here. And maybe... because if I can kill you, that will be the best, I think, outcome. We'll just see. We'll take it in stride, y'all. I don't want to straddle this fence too hard. Wow, seriously? Look at this. Look at this thing's HP. That's obnoxious. And one AoE cast is not going to be enough to kill it. That is super fucking lame. Well, I guess I could do 2 AoEs. And that'll take it down. You know what? What the hell? Let's just do it. Oh, or we won't because you don't have any mana. Okay. Well, on that note then, we'll just attack the goddess. This should do quite a bit to her. Maybe make her retreat. Make her recoil a little bit. Rethink choices. I sort of want to just come up and kill this thing. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to be bold. We're going to be brazen. We're not going to slink back in fear just because we're unsure. Oh my god. The Fern does a lot of damage too. I guess there's no way around it. Our team is broken. I shouldn't say we're broken, but we're all level 99. I've got fairly decent... You better not. Don't you fuck with my beloved Olivier. Okay, we're good. We're good. I get a little nervous, but it seems like... What is this douchebag doing? Like, where are you even going? I guess he's just trying to escape, but very weird decision, sir. But I guess if he wants to run around and not throw out heals, then I'm not mad about it. You do you. I'll go ahead and start letting Olivier run over here, though, just to make our next turn a nice and easy one. I guess Luke can come over here. I'm pretty sure the goddess is fucked after this series of turns. If she survives Luke, oh, she did, in fact, but Haresh and LaFern should be able to get the job done. So bing, bang, boom, rest in peace. I doubt they're going to just end the fight. I think I still have to kill the oh, I guess I'm a lying sack of shit. Killing her first maybe is the strategy here if you just want to end it as abruptly as possible. Anyway, she says, this can't be true. I've been defeated twice. Gore. Oh, so now you can talk? You will see, Eternal Eyes. I will. Bye-bye. Baby girl's looking a little cute, though. I'm just saying. So rest in peace, goddess. Rest in peace, Vorless. Is that it? That was the threat? And our parents are back. Mom, Dad, are you all right? Yes, we're fine. Luke. I'm sure Elena recognizes her parents. Elena, look, Mom and Dad. Aww. I'm sure for her, especially since she was older than Luke, she probably felt their absence even more than Luke did. Oh, that's so cute. This little scene in artwork. It's so sweet. And Elena's tearing up. Oh my gosh, what a lovely reunion. You managed to get here, but the light, I just couldn't stay. That's great that we've all met again. But why? Are you in human form? I thought your souls were transferred to magical puppets. Okay, so maybe they are going to address the questions that I was throwing out at the end of our last episode and start of this one. Chalet must have used her powers. She was very subtle about it too. Oh, really? This makes no sense, you guys. She must have sensed the hard battle you were going through. Just for now, we've been able to return to human form. That means, yes, we will have to return to our doll form soon. No. Don't cry. You're a big girl now. Well, maybe we can bring the dolls back? But why did Vorless awaken the goddess when he knew what was going to happen? Unfortunately, he had created a demon within himself. A demon? Do you mean Luna? No, I mean his selfish and twisted heart. Oh! Pew, 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 pew. Mind you, it's not just Vorless. Everyone comes close to giving in to their bad thoughts at some time or another. It's just that Luna took advantage of it in Vorless. That's kind of what it seemed and what I was saying too, that I feel like he took this whole revenge thing way overboard. So it makes sense that he was being manipulated and impacted by the goddess, because I don't feel like any normal person would go this far just to prove that they're awesome. Mommy, how do you defeat bad thoughts? Yes. Not everyone, our brave heroes like you, should say. For a start, you need friends who will warn you when your bad side starts to appear. Then you need the courage to fight it. I feel like this is the weirdest conversation. Okay, anyone who can do that is a hero. It's not how you lived, but how you live. Okay, yes. It's nearly time. My apologies for my own, delays with reading this. I'm trying to process everything they're saying, but maybe the translation is just off, but I feel not only is some of this not really making sense, but I feel like the wording and some of the grammar is a little off, and I don't know, I'm probably overthinking it. Moving on. Okay, Luke, you're surprised. The time has come to destroy Luna forever. You go now. Mom, Dad. Always seek the truth throughout your lives. Don't be afraid. We will always be with you in your hearts. It is time to part. Live happily. I mean, we can take the dolls with us. Oh, or maybe we can't, since I guess they're always guarding the shield, maybe? Or the force field, but we destroyed the goddess. Or did we not technically destroy the goddess? We just destroyed her form and what she became through the resurrection, and now she's kind of hovering in that weird gray area again. Very interesting. Mom, Dad. Mom, Dad. I know, that's really sad, but I at least appreciate, for all of my hesitations and apprehensiveness to accepting the conversations as they're unraveling, I do like that they didn't just make it to where your parents came back, because like I was sharing with you guys, I feel as though that outcome wouldn't have made any sense, but it seems like they found a way to still reward you for doing all of this and make it feel wholesome and like there was some sort of outcome that was meaningful and purposeful for Luke and Elena outside of just saving the world, but it still was temporary. So I kind of like that now that I'm thinking through it and expressing it out loud. In spite of the weird conversation, I do think that that was probably as good of an ending that could be as realistic as possible within the parameters the game itself laid out for you. Okay, anyway, back to Elena. Mouse, Nicole, are you all right? Luna has been destroyed. Let's hurry and leave this island. You did it, Luke. Right, let's go. I love how Nicole's not like, good job. He's just like, yeah, okay, we're all done here. Let's get out of here. Mom, Dad. I can't stand people being sad and quiet. Let's return home laughing. To the home Mom and Dad left us. Sure. I don't know. That wouldn't be my response to this. I feel like I would have a very hard time. But at the same time, I guess you can't be upset and depressed forever, because it doesn't really achieve anything. But we did it, friends. Eternal Eyes. Oh, I kind of like this music too. It's very pretty. Aww. And we did it, friends. We made it to the ending credits. Bing, bang, boom. Another journey concluded. Oh God. Is there going to actually be dialogue to this? Because I'm pretty sure the opening cinematic for this game, the North American localization doesn't have any actual vocals accompanying the music, but the Japanese version did. I guess they felt like they didn't really want to translate it, but I think they could have just left the Japanese vocals with it. But, you know, just my thoughts, just my opinion. Anyway, woo, we did it, friends. We finished another game. I can hardly believe it. Yet at the same time, I think we all knew this was coming. I don't even know. It's always so weird for me when we are looking at these ending credits together and just reflecting on everything that we went through. I guess the first thing I want to say, which is probably the most obvious, is this ending track is beautiful. I think I'm going to have a few things to say for the final thoughts video that I will record for this, much like I did for Paladin's Quest. So I don't want to share too much, I guess, right now that I'll end up sharing there. So I guess to keep it kind of short, sweet, to the point, but still giving you my overall thoughts in case you don't care about vlogs or soft reviews. Overall, I feel like this game was cute. I think it has a lot of the same obstacles and issues that I shared when we were making our way through Hoshigami Ruining Blue Earth as well. That the story in this game, even though, you know, it's not the most meaningful, it was still wholesome. I think the characters were pretty entertaining and kind of fun in some circumstances anyway. A lot of things didn't make a whole lot of sense, so I guess you could criticize the story for that there were plot points that had some question marks hovering around them. Some of the actual dialogue, I think the issue maybe wasn't that the conversation wasn't well thought out, but that the translation itself wasn't well executed or wasn't fully executed properly, and that they cut a couple of corners here and there. So I don't know, but, you know, suspending that criticism about something as nitpicky as dialogue or even character development, what I was sharing was, I feel, even for Hoshigami Ruining Blue Earth, it's kind of hard at times, I think, for strategic or tactical RPGs to do a good job of balancing the story and the progression of the narrative and the progression of characters moving through the narrative towards their final objective with how long and tedious combat can be. I think if fights are scaled a little bit better or balanced a little bit better to where they're not as long or there aren't as many fights in between plot points or in between cutscenes, it feels more intentionally placed, and I think you're able to move through everything at a pace that allows you to enjoy everything you're reading or everything you're learning. Whereas I feel this, as well as Hoshigami, the fights took a really long time in Hoshigami as individual battles, and then in this game, there were just so many fights between the plot points, even if the individual battles themselves weren't super prolonged. So I guess what I'm ultimately trying to say is I think the story here was cute. I think it would have been better presented as maybe just a simple turn-based RPG, or maybe if it had been formatted kind of as a soft strategic RPG, kind of like Rhapsody: A Musical Adventure, where, yeah, combat still has, quote, strategic, unquote, elements, aka Rhapsody: A Musical Adventure is not an SRPG at all. There was no strategy. The game was so fucking easy. I mean, this game was also simple, but I think it just had too many fights, and I think it just would have been better structured kind of in that vein of SRPG that Rhapsody: A Musical Adventure was, or if they had just done a simple turn-based traditional JRPG where, I don't know, where it just wasn't set up to require you moving through all of these grid-based fights that can take a long time and the actual story unravels so slowly. But anyway, those are my just like quick thoughts on it. Looks like we've got a scene or a couple of scenes maybe to move through. I do recall that there was a post game, or at least like a new game plus. So let's take a look at that together. Congratulations on completing Eternal Eyes. Thank you, game. We recommend that you save your data now. If you do, the next time you start the game, you will be able to enjoy some added bonuses. Okay, let's take a look at this. So thank you for playing Eternal Eyes through to the end. I think what we'll do, we are kind of close to being up on time, but we've had a few episodes that end up being a little bit longer. And since this is the end, and I did take a few minutes to sort of give you my overall thoughts on the game, I'll save maybe more of the nitty-gritty details, like I said, for the final thoughts video that I'll make. But let's go ahead and just save over this and see if we can just load the game and see what it has to offer and see what it has to share with us. I think I don't want to spoil it. Let me just see, because there's a chance my memory is incorrect and what I think comes in the post game is not what really comes. But I'm pretty sure it's basically New Game Plus with, I'll leave the surprise, someone other than Luke. But Chapter 0, Villy Fort, let's load it and see what it's going to do. Maybe it'll still give us what happens immediately after the adventure. Or is it just starting over completely? It looks like it is just starting it over. Huh. I don't recall this. We're going to skip through all of this because we saw this when we first started everything. Looks like they're saying the exact same shit. They're killing this guy. I don't remember his name. It started with a B, I think. Bazaar. Balalar. Yeah. Oh, I can just skip it all. Okay, perfect. That makes more sense. So Chapter 1, let's see how it's going to present everything. Oh, come on. Can I skip this too? Yes, I can. All right, friends. Gross Kingdom, blah, blah, blah. Oh, is it exactly the same? What? There's no way. There's no way. But I'm still level 99. Okay, so it is a New Game Plus where you start everything over. Luke, what do you think the underground room is for? I wonder if it's a secret base. Can't be. There are strange dolls, blah, blah, blah. Oh no, we must stop chatting. You have to... Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I guess there isn't anything else. So what I was going to say was I thought there was a way to play as Elena. And maybe there is, but you have to get through a couple of things first. I just want to see, are all of my puppets still here? Yeah, they are. Okay. You guys, there's like, there's nothing really, I suppose, to see or do then. I think there is a way you can play as Elena. And it could be that because I skipped all the cutscenes, there was like a dialogue choice, or as I already noted, it might be once you get things started and you're running around and exploring that there's a way for you to take hold as her, but it doesn't seem like that option is available right now. So I guess we're just gonna leave it as that. I can't really do anything in real time, and I don't want to spend another like 5 minutes running around repeating the same plot points and introductory scenes that we've already seen together. So yeah, it's kind of confirmed. New Game Plus, if you really want to make your way through the game and see more puppets all over again, I guess you could. I'm not sure if monster levels are also increased, so that if you did decide to use your level 99, or I don't know, in most people's cases, they probably only got their puppets to like the 70s or 80s, which would be more realistic. I kind of took it overboard, which, you know, it's what I do. It's what I do. But anyway, I'm not sure if other creatures that you're going to encounter when you go back through the story will have elevated stats to kind of increase the challenge for you, or maybe, I'm trying to think what they might do is it's just set up to where if you wanted to see more puppet forms, now you can kind of go through, I guess, achieving like a 100% puppet book completion. So unlocking all of the puppets, seeing all of the descriptions for them, all of that other good juicy stuff that if you're more of like a completionist and collectionist type of gamer, I'm guessing that that's really the value and why this is here, because it doesn't seem like there's really anything else to this. So I guess that's it from me, friends. I'm not going to be playing through this. I'm not going to try to unlock any new puppets. I am going to say it. This is the end of our Let's Play of Eternal Eyes, and yeah, I just really want to take a moment to thank you guys for watching. I've really appreciated having you all along for the ride. As I already mentioned when we were going through the ending credits, I will be doing a final thoughts and impressions video where I'll talk a little bit more in detail about my feelings on the game and more of, I guess, if you want to say it, like the rankings I would give, or my specific critiques, both positively and negatively, of different subcategories of the game. For now, I feel like I've really done a great job of giving you the overall impression that I'm getting from it, that the game, it's cute, it's fun. I think the story is fine. Has a couple of hiccups, lumps and bumps to it. I think the translation could have been better. And I think the story would have been better served as a JRPG, or a very straightforward soft SRPG that didn't have so much emphasis on the extreme number of grid-based fights. I just think there were too many to justify how infrequently you got those little cutscenes or those little dialogue blurbs. There just wasn't enough, I feel like, to really support long-term interest in everything. And I think especially now with this post-game being structured this way, I think if the only advantage is truly that you can possibly play as Elena, and or you just are completing your puppet book, that's not a whole lot of replayability to me, and that's not a whole lot to support going back through it again, especially since the difficulty level was so low. I don't think the challenge is even there to incentivize you wanting to try to do better and try different things. So those are my overall general in-your-face thoughts about it. We'll talk in a bit more detail in the final thoughts and my final review of the game. But until then, everyone, as I always like to say when signing off with you guys for the last time in a series, once again, please know that I've greatly appreciated having you all here. I hope that you enjoyed this experience as much as I enjoyed presenting this experience to you. If you do feel like you learned something, or at the very least like you enjoyed watching me play through this, don't forget that I do have a Patreon where you are welcome to kind of use that as an ongoing tip jar, or if you'd rather just give a one-time donation just to say thanks, or, you know, to support this playthrough and the time and the energy and the effort that I put into it, or, you know, just as a way of saying, hey, you know, I appreciate it and I want to sponsor this playthrough in this series. I do have a Ko-fi account set up, as well as just a direct PayPal that you can tip one time to either of those, or through either of those venues and avenues. And all links and everything you can find in the description of every single video on this channel. So you are welcome to explore that if you would like to give back to the channel in that way, shape, or form. Patreon, Ko-fi. I always say Ko-fi, but I think it's supposed to be coffee, basically. Or PayPal directly. But that's it from me, friends. That is the tip jar plug. That is my expression of thanks and my final summarizing thoughts of the game until we delve into a more specific vlog, nitpicking it and detailing my feelings. So until our next adventure together, everyone, take care, be good, and I greatly look forward to seeing you guys in whatever will come next. Thanks again for watching. Be good for the new year that's coming up, everyone, and I will see you in 2019 with something new and fabulous. Bye-bye!